Darius Slay, a native of Brunswick, Georgia, attended Brunswick High School, where he excelled as both a running back and defensive back. His impressive senior season earned him All-State honors from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution as a defensive back, and he was also selected for the Georgia North-South All-Star Game. That year, he rushed for over 1,300 yards and 15 touchdowns, while also intercepting 6 passes, returning 2 for touchdowns. His junior season was cut short due to a torn medial collateral ligament, MCL, but he still managed to rush for 336 yards and 6 touchdowns in just 5 games. As a sophomore, he showcased his talent with 1,127 rushing yards on 142 carries, scoring 13 touchdowns. In addition to football, Slay was a multi-sport athlete, lettering in basketball and excelling in track and field. He posted impressive times of 10.92 seconds in the 100 meters and 22 seconds in the 200 meters. Slay began his college career at Itawamba Community College, ICC, before transferring to Mississippi State University. As a freshman at ICC, he quickly established himself, earning first-team Mississippi Association of Community and Junior Colleges, MACJC, All-State and NJCAA All-Region 23 honors. In just 5 games, he recorded 41 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, 1 sack, and 2 forced fumbles. His performance earned him JC Gridwire preseason second-team All-American honors heading into his sophomore year. During his final season at ICC, Slay played in 9 games, tallying 32 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 1 forced fumble, and 1 fumble recovery. He also contributed on offense, recording 3 receptions for 63 yards and a touchdown. His efforts earned him MACJC first-team All-State honors on both defense and special teams. After transferring to Mississippi State, Slay played under head coach Dan Mullen for the Bulldogs in 2011 and 2012. Over his 2 seasons, he accumulated 64 tackles, 6 interceptions, and 2 touchdowns, further solidifying his reputation as a playmaking defensive back. Following his collegiate career, Slay entered the 2013 NFL Draft, where he was projected as a 2nd or 3rd round pick by most draft analysts. He received an invitation to the NFL Combine, where he participated in all required drills, showcasing his athleticism and defensive skills. On March 6, 2013, he attended Mississippi State's Pro Day, where he performed in front of representatives from 30 NFL teams. His strong pre-draft performances led NFL analyst Mike Mayock to rank him as the 7th best cornerback prospect, while NFLDraftScout.com ranked him 8th at the position. Darius Slay was selected by the Detroit Lions in the 2nd round, 36th overall, of the 2013 NFL Draft. He was the 5th cornerback drafted that year, following D. Milliner, D.J. Hayden, Desmond Trufant, and Xavier Rhodes. On May 3, 2013, Slay underwent arthroscopic surgery to repair a torn meniscus in his right knee. 10 days later, he signed a 4-year, $5.28 million contract with the Lions, which included $3.12 million guaranteed and a $2.22 million signing bonus. Slay competed with Chris Houston and Bill Bentley during training camp for a starting cornerback role. Head coach Jim Schwartz named him a starter for the season opener against the Minnesota Vikings. He recorded 4 solo tackles and a pass deflection in a 34-24 win but was benched in the 4th quarter after giving up a big play. He started again in Week 2 but was later demoted in favor of Rashean Mathis, appearing primarily on special teams in Week 3 against Washington. On September 29, he posted a season-high 7 tackles and a pass deflection in a 40-32 win over Chicago. A torn meniscus suffered in practice on December 7 sidelined him for 3 games. Detroit finished 7-9, leading to Schwartz's dismissal. Slay ended his rookie season with 34 tackles and 6 pass deflections in 13 games, 4 starts. Entering 2014, Slay was named a starting cornerback alongside Mathis, winning a minor competition against Chris Houston. He recorded 3 tackles and 3 pass deflections in a Week 1 victory over the New York Giants. On September 28, he secured his first career interception against Geno Smith in a win over the Jets. He had a season-high 8 tackles and 3 deflections in Week 13 against the Bears. He intercepted Teddy Bridgewater in Week 15 and finished the year with a career-high 61 tackles, 17 pass deflections, and 2 interceptions. The Lions went 11-5, making the playoffs, where Slay recorded 1 tackle in a 24-20 wild card loss to Dallas. In 2015, Slay retained his starting role under new defensive coordinator Terrell Austin. He intercepted Phillip Rivers in the season opener against the Chargers and picked off Case Keenum in Week 14 against the Rams. He posted a season-high 7 tackles and 2 deflections in Week 15 versus the Saints. He started all 16 games, finishing with 59 tackles, 13 deflections, and 2 interceptions. On July 29, 2016, the Lions extended Slay's contract for 4 years and $48.15 million, with $23.1 million guaranteed and a $14.5 million signing bonus. With Mathis not re-signed, Slay became the number 1 cornerback, starting alongside Nevin Lawson and nickelback Quandre Diggs. In Week 4, he recorded his first career sack against Brian Hoyer in a loss to the Bears. A hamstring injury sidelined him for 2 games in midseason and another in Week 16. He finished 2016 with 44 tackles, 13 pass deflections, 2 interceptions, a sack, and a forced fumble in 13 games. Detroit finished 9-7 but lost to Seattle in the wild-card round, where Slay recorded 2 tackles. Slay and Lawson remained the starting cornerbacks in 2017. In Week 3, he had his first career multi-interception game against Matt Ryan. He earned NFC Defensive Player of the Week honors in Week 15 after intercepting Mitchell Trubisky twice. He led the league with 8 interceptions and 26 pass deflections, making his first Pro Bowl and earning first-team All-Pro honors. He was ranked 49th on the NFL Top 100 Players of 2018. In 2018, Slay had another strong season, highlighted by a 67-yard pick-six against Josh Rosen in Week 14, earning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He made his second consecutive Pro Bowl. In 2019, he intercepted Phillip Rivers in Week 2 against the Chargers. He earned his 3rd straight Pro Bowl selection but later revealed he lost respect for head coach Matt Patricia after a meeting in which Patricia told him he was not an elite cornerback. On March 20, 2020, Darius Slay was traded to the Philadelphia Eagles in exchange for a 3rd-round and 5th-round selection in the 2020 NFL Draft. The next day, he signed a new 3-year, $50 million deal with $30 million guaranteed. Slay chose to wear jersey number 24 to honor Kobe Bryant, as Rodney McLeod already wore number 23. In Week 16 against the Dallas Cowboys, Slay recorded his first interception as an Eagle off a pass thrown by Andy Dalton during a 37-17 loss. In 2021, Slay changed his jersey number from 24 to 2 after the NFL revised its number regulations. In Week 5 against the Carolina Panthers, he intercepted 2 passes from Sam Darnold in a 21-18 victory. During a Week 8 game against his former team, the Detroit Lions, Slay recovered a fumble by DeAndre Swift and returned it for a 33-yard touchdown in a 44-6 win. On November 17, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week after a Week 10 performance against the Denver Broncos, where he recovered a fumble and returned it 82 yards for a touchdown in the Eagles' 30-13 win. In the following game against the New Orleans Saints, Slay returned an interception from Trevor Siemian for another touchdown in a 40-29 victory. His 116 fumble return yards for the season ranked as the 6th most in a single NFL season, and his 3 defensive touchdowns were the 2nd most in Eagles franchise history, behind only Eric Allen. He was selected to his 4th career Pro Bowl, his first as an Eagle. In Week 2 of the 2022 season, Slay had 5 passes defensed and 2 interceptions in a 24-7 win over the Minnesota Vikings, earning NFC Defensive Player of the Week honors. That season, he helped the Eagles reach Super Bowl 57 after defeating the San Francisco 49ers in the NFC Championship game. In the Super Bowl, Slay recorded 4 tackles, but the Eagles lost 38-35 to the Kansas City Chiefs. On March 15, 2023, the Eagles released Slay but re-signed him the next day on a contract extension. Later that month, he agreed to restructure the final year of his deal and signed a 2-year extension. Slay earned the nickname Big Play Slay in 2011 while playing at Mississippi State, given to him by Bulldogs defensive coordinator Jeff Collins. He has continued using the moniker throughout his NFL career, referring to himself as such in national telecasts and even hosting a weekly in-season podcast under the same name. Slay is a second cousin of former Lions teammate Tracy Walker. He is also distantly related to Ahmaud Arbery, who was murdered in February 2020. Alright, that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that like button, it really helps out the channel. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and if there's anything you want to see next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.